about you. Could be your ambition, could be like how put together you are, could be something superficial or something like
mysterious.
Maybe not that, but it could be, what else? Let me look at my friends. I think mostly it's ambition. Like, I like
true.
people
I agree
who
with you.
have some level of drive.
Yeah.
Because they also push me. Like, they push me to also do as many things as I do.
I add that to mine too.
Coffee cat. So ambition, like there has to be something that's attracting me to you. That's the first thing. And then now just how we get along. I feel like you can be attracted to something. Maybe you saw this someone and you're like, oh, you love how confident they are. But then you interact with them and you guys just don't get along.
Disappointment.
So I don't know what that is, but just getting along, like our personalities.
For you guys to be compatible, because some people are not compatible to be friends.
Yeah, so we need to mesh. Our personalities need to mesh. Because there's some people who I'll interact with. Like, yes, I was admiring, like I admired something about you, but now this other thing is just like putting me off. So we'll most likely not. I won't be too keen on building a friendship. So that just our personalities meshing and something I'm attracted to, and then now the intentionality. If the intentionality is there, we're good.
What's one thing that turns you off from a friend? Like you're like, if I see this in you, we can't be friends.
I feel like there are many. There are many. Like I'll just I don't know if I can mention one.
Yeah, one.
Yeah. And sometimes even your intuition, like you can interact with someone and just be like,
your spirit is not connecting.
Yeah, that person no. So, yeah. Sometimes I don't even have an answer to that. I'm just like, we am too.
We're not vibing.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you hold boundaries in friendships without feeling guilty for protecting your peace?
How do I hold boundaries? I don't.
There are boundaries.
That's the thing.
Yes, that's there.
Yeah.
Do you have boundaries in your friendships?
I feel like I don't know. What's a boundary? I don't think I do. Like, okay, boundaries are things that if they cross me, then we'll have an issue, right?
Yeah, and they know that this is a boundary for her. And
so will that be a conversation now? Once we're friends, we're like, my boundaries are this, that, and the other.
No, once you're friends, you figure these things out because you're friends. It's like, this thing upsets Lynn for sure, and I shouldn't do it. Or Lynn is set in this way that she loves to do A, B, C, D in this manner. So I see how you treat other people. I see what frustrates you. I see what hurts you. I see how you do your thing. So I can easily tell your boundaries. But I feel like it's also it could be a good thing to have that conversation if you're making friends like in an early stage.
I don't think I'd say I have then. Because by the time like our personalities are meshing, unless now you've done something that has upset me, then I will talk about it. So I don't know if that counts as a boundary, because I don't think I have like things that I can list down and be like, these are my boundaries, and if someone crosses them, then it's an issue. So you get me?
Yeah. So I have a friend. I don't know if this is her boundary, but like she loves her place organized. Like organized. Because I'm a type B person.
Okay. You don't look it.
I'm a type B. And I don't look type B. Yeah. She's a type A. Like she's so organized. Like a boundary, what I've learned as her boundary is you getting stuff and leaving them where they weren't.
So like if you come to a place and this is here, you can't move it?
No, you can move it. Moving it and being comfortable, doing whatever you want is okay. When it's time for leaving.
Make sure it's in the right position.
Yeah, like it's you not doing things and leaving them the way, or just doing things and not considering the consequences. I think if I would make it big, but like that is for her. And then maybe for me that yes, no matter how much we've gotten angry and everything, yes, we can raise voices, but don't raise it too much. Like, don't go so far. So they'll be like, yeah, you don't.
Okay, then I'd say that's a boundary for me as well. Don't yell at me.
Yeah, don't yell.
Okay.
Like, why are we yelling?
I get you.
Another one is, but I don't think we actually have lots of boundaries. Why do you think women sometimes find it easier to be vulnerable in friendships than romantic relationships?
I don't think I agree with that statement.
Okay, you think they're more vulnerable in romantic relationships?
I think it's equal.
Tell us more.
I think it's equal. I don't think...
You've been in healthy relationships.
Have I? Yeah, I think it's equal. Like, I don't think like people are scared to be vulnerable in relationships. Isn't that the whole point?
It's easier. Like,
easier in friendships compared to romantic?
Yes, for women.
I don't know.
You don't agree?
I don't know if I can do like an analysis of that.
Please. Please.
Let's see, my friends. I don't know. Because then again, I also don't know that much. I don't have as much detail about their romantic relationship to know if they're being vulnerable.
So that means your answer is valid.
Which is?
Because if they're not telling you a lot about their romantic relationships, it means they're being more vulnerable in their relationships.
Okay. Really?
Because I feel like in female
But I feel like you
friendships-
need to protect your partner. I can't just come and tell everything to my friends about my partner.
By everything you mean?
Like, let's say sex life. Let's say arguments you are having.
Arguments friends tell.
I feel like I can only tell after it's... Yeah, I think I'm very protective. I think I'd only talk about it after it's become something I cannot deal.
You can't deal with. So now
Yeah.
you're going like for help.
Yeah, or maybe a different perspective because it's really frustrating me. But otherwise, it will just be a conversation between the two of us. The same way, if I have an issue with you, I want to go tell my friends.
You won't tell your partner?
I'll tell my partner we're beefing.
But like you won't tell your friend that you and your partner are beefing?
Or I will tell her that, but not the detail.
But would you tell your partner the details? Yes.
Yeah, I think I would. So I'd say for mine, it's the inverse then, if you look at my scenario.
Yeah.
That I'm closer, more vulnerable
You're more vulnerable to your partner?
Yeah, and I expect them to not spill the beans.
But like oh, that's interesting. I feel like, but I feel like that's the majority of partners. Like
Is it different for you?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like it's mostly the same for most partners because you find most like my secrets with you, maybe like a close friends, the partner already knows. Like whatever tea is going on, your partner knows. But what you're saying that I agree with is that whatever tea is going on with the partners is not always the same thing that you're going to take because maybe as you're saying, you're protecting your partner. But I feel like when it comes to personal vulnerability, for me, I'm more vulnerable with my close friends.
But I also feel like I will protect the friends as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like the point where it changes, where I'm just like, fuck this shit, is when I've decided literally, like, I don't care what happens to our friendship or I don't care what happens to our relationship. Now that's when you'll know about all the tea, like in detail. Because I'll just tell you, like, I feel like he's not communicating well, full stop. It will not be like, I text him at this time and he does. That I'll tell you after we break up.
Really?
And the same thing with a friendship, yeah. With a friendship, like...
So how do you vent? Like when you are like having how do you vent to your friends? You just go be like, oh my God, he told me
it's frustrating to me, so I will say like I feel like blah 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 blah, but not like he did this and I feel like blah 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 blah. You get?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
How do you manage that? Like, how do you do? Like, I don't. Okay, like you've had an argument with your partner, like a heated argument.
Yeah.
And then like you're going different ways. So like you meet your girlfriend, you know.
No, I won't meet them immediately. That's the thing.
So
like I will process it by myself. Ikinilemea
so
now.
what if they call you?
I'll be like, oh hi, can I call you back like in a hi, what's up? What's going on? Then if it's just gist, then I'll be like, okay, let's catch up in a bit. There's something I'm working on. And then I process it by myself. I cry if I need to cry. So that's by the time it's coming to you, it's, yeah.
That's new. Look, that's new for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because now if I go like, you know, that's also very in the heat of the moment. So I might say some things I regret. Like now you know my friend, now you know my partner does this, that, and the other when we argue.
And
And
then
it's
every
something
time-
embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then I go back to them. Then what?
They always go back. And then like be like,
Then what?
he did this
That's
and this and this,
embarrassing.
and then you go back, and then you go back again.
So it's like I'll deal with it by myself. Then if I can't handle it, then that's when I'll know, okay, then there's probably something there.
Okay. I think it's your turn.
I don't like it when I get two questions. Why do you think society often pits women against each other instead of encouraging sisterhood? That's a good one.
I don't want to say misogyny, but I don't know. I don't know why, but it is.
Give us
It is-
your hypothesis, your theory.
But also, I feel like it's because in the entertainment world, it sells. It sells because also women are engaged into the drama of wanting to compare and choose. So I would say women fuel it too, because they're the ones who are going to actually be involved into it by saying, oh, she's done this and this to the face, she's done this and this to the face. So like, yes, it's misogyny, but women fuel these things and they carry them on. But in terms of maybe in the entertainment world, it is selling, it is earning money, because when they pit these women against each other, then if like it's a bigger celebrity, and they're pitting them against like a small celebrity, it's going to pull this small celebrity up because they're comparing them to a bigger one. It's going to bring them attention.
So you think it's strategic?
They do it. That's what I'm saying. In entertainment world,
Okay.
it is strategic, but in a normal world, I feel like it is destroying us, because now we live in a world of where we're comparing ourselves to each other, and we want to be better than the other, instead of actually maybe realizing that we are all okay and we don't have to look like each other. Because I don't have to look like you. I don't have to be like you. I don't have to be the same height as you. I don't have to do the same hairstyle as you. I just have to be me. And that should be okay. But maybe the world has set a standard of how a pretty woman should look like, of how, the beauty standards. So we all want, I feel like we now all want to look like a certain way. With even how the fashion industry is setting up things, and the social media, because you can go to a place and you're all putting on the same shoes, you're all putting on the same hair, you're all putting on the same
What's
makeup.
trending?
What's trending? Yeah. I don't know if I've answered the questions.
You have. You want to go back to your first answer.
Misogyny.
Misogyny. I feel like misogyny is it. And, it thrives, like, I feel like that's what even fuels the beauty industry. Like, women are an easy target.
True.
Sorry to say. Women are an easy target. Like, it's easy for you to be like, for someone to market to you, I don't know if it's our upbringing, but for someone to market something that is insignificant if you look at it like from a wider lens, but make it seem like you need it.
True.
You need the makeup to be in front of the camera. Like, you can't show up to the world without this foundation and this, and you can't do foundation without, like, like I even, like, you'll overhear conversations of people being like, anakaaje, like ametoka tu kwa nyumba na anakaa hivyo, you know, it's just like, translation is
Because like,
like, how is this person looking like they just left the house, like
they just woke up
basically.
and got out.
And it's like, I don't know. I feel like everyone should have freedom to just look how they want to look.
Can they wake up and go?
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
It's indiscipline. Why are you
now
showing
you see
up?
the number one perpetrator, Kenzuri.
Like, why are you showing up anyhow? Why aren't you put together?
Yeah, and I feel like now such things just make you question, sort of.
But then why doesn't it apply to our male counterparts?
That's the thing. We're an easy target. I feel like that's what it is. Because even men, I'm sure they have their own pressures in their circles to appear a certain way, to be the alpha male. They do have that. It's just not as
But it's just
rampant.
New. It's new.
Yeah, it's not as rampant.
We don't feel like we should fuel it or...
We have our next assignment.
Because it's not as rampant as you're saying as this other one is.
Yeah, I feel like ours has been there, like, from time immemorial. I think it starts from, you know, like, you need to be a certain wife to your husband.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's just targeted women, I guess, to, like, you know, it's easy for them to shape-shift. You know, even how you're told you've left your home, so you need to adjust to this new environment that you're marrying into. Like, this is how my mother likes things being done. This is how my son, like, you'll be told, like, this is what my son expects of you. Like, it's never the other way around. Have you heard of someone being like, okay, you're getting married to this lady, you need to treat her in a certain way?
For rich families, if you're married into a rich man's daughter, then you are taught to how to handle.
Yeah, like, you need to have your money up.
You need to have your money up. You need to have your class up. You need to look at the lifestyle that the lady has been living. That's when I think you only talk to. So, like, the money compensates for.
So the same way we are pressured into appearing a certain way, now for the men it supports the money.
Yeah, provision.
Valid. Yeah. The other one is, how do your female friends support your mental and emotional health?
Oh, in very many ways. Big time. I feel like, because of course I go to therapy. So other than that, is that I have...
So your therapist is a woman? Or your friend?
My therapist. No. I'm saying, like, my mental health is... My mental health is... Supported. Like, I can go to therapy. But again, how my friends, like, help in my mental health and emotions is that I'm able to talk to them and they understand me. Like, genuinely understand me. Like, I know someone is understanding me and is not judging me at all whatsoever. I feel like that's how they support me, like, big time. If I need a shoulder to cry on, they'll be there. If I need someone to put my thoughts together, they will be there. If I need someone to tell me if I'm overthinking or not overthinking, they'll be there. So I feel like, they do a lot in many ways.
Okay. I think the same. Like, I feel like friendship, you know, just sharing what's happening. So just them constantly holding space for me to grow, to feel my feelings, and, you know, just like a non-judgmental space. And I feel like sometimes I struggle with that, like, with my male friends. Like, they don't get it. True. I don't know if it's just a gender thing or, you know, it's like you'll explain something and it's almost like you're speaking different languages. And that's why I love my girlies, because they get it. Either they've experienced it before or...
They just get you.
Yeah, or it's the empathy. I don't know.
No, because men are empathetic.
Sometimes.
But I feel like men are fixers. So when you're sharing something to your male friend or even your partner, it's like they want to find you a solution. And maybe sometimes you're not looking for a solution. You just want someone to listen, you vent, say whatever that you want to say. But then they'll be like, So how do we do this? We can do A, we can do C, we can do like this. How can you fix this? Maybe you should do this. Maybe you should. They're telling you how to do whatever issues like you are sharing to, or at least some of my male friends. They are solution oriented. Yeah.
Do you think it's because they're afraid to be in tune with their emotions?
Partly, yeah. And another thing is that they were taught that.
But I mean, you're learning every day. There are things you are taught in childhood. Do you still hold them dear?
No.
Exactly.
There's some that you don't even want to relate to.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
Yeah.
But I agree with more. I lean more to they're scared of being in tune with their emotions.
Because I don't think I know a lot of men who sit in their emotions. Like they'll either avoid through some destructive ways or maybe that's what I see most of it.
Because if they sit in their emotions, maybe they appear or they seem to be weak.
Vulnerable.
Would
you get an ick from, off topic, sorry. Would you get an ick from a romantic partner if you saw them crying?
No.
The answer is yes.
No. The answer is no, because I'm very emotional. So I don't want a nonchalant person who's going to see me crying. Is like, what is this one doing?
No, but not about
so if they
like
can
them.
cry, if they can cry, that means they can cry with me.
What if they cry more than you?
Then we'd be a household of criers. I don't know.
I love that.
Yeah.
But for me, I think
it
can get to a point where I'll just be like, no.
So like every time they're crying, every problem they're crying.
Yeah. Someone stepped on me.
I don't think they can. I don't think they can do that.
Okay, yeah.
But like, I don't know.
I feel like it's a bit unfair for me to have that expectation.
Yeah, but then
that it needs to be less than me, how much I cry.
But then an ick is an ick. So if he's supposed to be like, he's supposed to be the head. Why is he crying more
than you? The head should not be crying. No, I think should cry. Men should cry. Will save us a lot of trouble if they cry and are in tune with their emotions.
True.
Something I'm coming to terms with. I need to be okay with men crying.
Would you be okay to see your father crying? First of all, have you seen your mother cry?
I've not seen any of my parents crying. Okay, unless they lost a parent, so they were crying. But other than that, not really.
So if you saw your father cry, it would...
I feel like I will be happy. Because it suppresses so much, so that will be a good thing. It's a welcome.
Sure.
Yeah.
So maybe you should take
I don't think I would be embarrassed.
Maybe you should take that perspective to your partner.
To a romantic partner. I should.
Is friendship hierarchy a thing that needs communication to avoid friendship heartbreaks?
When you say friendship hierarchy, do you mean like in a group or like we have in a friend group and like these are the leaders, or what do you mean?
No, hierarchy, I mean like these are my close friends. Like this is close, this is closer. No, closer, close. Okay. Close, father.
Yeah, I think they should exist. They have to exist.
So do you need to communicate them to avoid friendship breakups? For example, there's some people who will introduce you as a best friend after 2 meetups. They're like, she's my best friend. So is it healthy for you to say, no, we're not. I have someone else who's my best friend. Like the same way if someone said, oh, she's my girlfriend, you'd be like, no, I'm not your girlfriend.
I feel like that's a conversation for after. Like I can't correct you at that moment when you're happy to call me your best friend. But I also don't think I'll come and be like, so we're acquaintances.
But then the other person who they have introduced you to who will identify you as so-and-so's best friend.
So now you want to go correcting them? Like, actually what she said wasn't true.
No.
I have my best friend. That's not my...
She's not.
That's my best friend. I have only one wife. Do you know that meme?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I have only one wife.
Lucy.
So, I don't think I'd do that.
So how do
that
you
other person will just know that I'm the best friend.
So how do you communicate friendship hierarchies? to those friends. It just happens.
Okay. I don't think I've ever been ambushed in that way.
Same.
But if I feel like it's a good ambush, then I'll be happy that you're calling me my best friend. If it's a bad one, yeah, it will just have to be a very uncomfortable conversation
Because
later.
the issue with that ambush is that the expectations are different. Because someone thinks you are their close friend and they expect certain things from a close friend. And in your mind, you're not that close friend. So you're not serving up to those expectations. And it's heartbreaking to the other person.
But I think I've seen such dynamics work. But it's like, because for me to call you my bestie, I feel like you're showing up for me more than maybe other friends are without you knowing.
And I don't have to necessarily be your best friend.
Yeah, like it's giving situationship. But
Yeah.
I feel like
If
it's
it's
okay.
If it's serving you right.
Yeah. Because if you're not, like, if you're not noticing that this is a best friend and this other person is, yet you're showing the same kind of, you're putting the same kind of effort you put in your regular friendships, then it will be okay for me who is okay, sorry, that's not the right term.
What? Who's stuck up?
No, let me not say it. But for me who sees this as like my most, my closest friendship, you might not see it that way, but you're my close friend. I don't care. I don't care about you.
I don't care your
other
perspective.
Niggas. Yeah.
I don't care if you think I'm your close friend, as long as you're my close friend.
Yeah.
That's healthy.
Yeah.
As long as it's not going to break you after you find out.
Like, the moment that conversation is had, I feel like that's when it will come up. Well, it's like, okay, I don't know how I would address that situation.
But I don't think even people communicate these things. I think they just discover through relating that they're not the closest, but there is never a conversation of like,
will you be my best friend?
Will you be my best friend? Will you be my close friend? But like with time, as I said, proximity, if you've been hanging out with someone like for like 2 years.
I think it needs to be a conversation, honestly.
It needs to. Because if you've been hanging out with someone for 2 years, it's like these situationships where like people never ask out each other. And someone thinks they are in a relationship and come to find out someone is getting engaged. It's like, oh my God, they broke my heart. The other person is like, I never asked you out. But you never clearly told me we weren't.
The Luluship.
It's your turn.
That's an interesting conversation.
The Lulu?
No, the one-sided.
Friendship.
Yeah. Do you think there can be genuine male-female best friends? The answer is no. Capital N, capital O.
Genuine. I'm looking into my friends to see those who have like male best friends. I had one friend who had a male best friend, but they ended up in
a relationship.
Yeah. Like one had feelings for the other. But that doesn't mean that because of that experience that there are no other people who are in healthy best friend.
But do you think that's a bad thing?
Having a best friend is not a bad thing.
No. Like getting into a relationship with your best friend.
It's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
If everyone married their best friend, people would be happy.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an added value. But the thing is it actually genuine friendship, or is it because you couldn't get the girl and you chose to
be best friends?
Sit close.
In waiting.
Just in case.
To be the shoulder to lean on.
So the question was?
Do you think there can be genuine male-female best friends?
Do I think there can be genuine? I think there can be, but maybe few.
Okay.
But they can be.
I think so. I think there can be.
You do. It just depends. You're agreeing. Yeah. You're being agreeable because
No. I think they can exist. It's just that a lot of people often cloak their intentions. Like, they hide their real intentions. Like, if you want to be my romantic partner. Don't
Say
come
it.
in
Don't
the
go around
cloak
the
of
bushes.
best friend. Yeah. So I think that's a lot of what happens. So I get into a relationship with you, I find out you have a female best friend.
Uh-huh.
And then when I start questioning you about things, you're a bit defensive. I'll be a bit like,
Can you date someone
there
who has a
feelings?
female best friend? Genuinely, I wouldn't.
I think I'd want to see like how they relate. Because I feel like I've been in a
Would
similar
you?
situation and I was just
Oh.
suspecting like something is not right here.
And it wasn't?
Tell me, was I right? So I don't know. Like I'd have to see how your dynamic is.
But then
Because
having...
now with this situation, like you don't even want me to hang out with the three of you. I'll be like, Kwani, what is it that you guys discuss? Or I hear this person is bad mouthing me. I'm like, I haven't done anything to this person. So what's going on?
having maybe like apart from having a friend, close female friend, it's okay. But you telling me is the best friend that whenever you are struggling, because we were saying emotional and mental health roles that friends have, our best friends, I don't know, our close friends have, is very important, is very vital. So for me, knowing that whenever we have a conflict, emotional conflict, your safe space is another woman, I feel like, yes, it would create that suspicion in my mind. Not necessarily meaning that I don't trust the partner or not, but it means there is something like I am human. I have a mind that will go back and be like, I am a woman too, why can't I be that safe space?
Okay. I think it depends on the dynamic. Like if I say, depending on how you relate, I can be okay with it or not. You know, there are some who are like, you know, like very intimate and they're best friends. I'll have a problem with that.
So who is not intimate with their best friend?
I mean intimate, like physically intimate, yes. But now if that's what I'm saying, like I'd want to hang out with you just to see the dynamic. Or, you know...
So what would it be for you to say, I can't date you because of your best friend? Is it?
I don't know if I can say it like that.
Like, no, like
but
you say it in your heart and decide. Like,
no, I'll be like, cut that person off.
Yeah, what would that person, like, what would be the...
What will they do?
Yeah.
I feel like it's more about now my partner's behavior. When you're asking these questions, you know, you need to observe like body language, how they are responding. I feel like that's what will inform. And then now once we hang out, if I see some things, I'll be like, you know, this babe likes you. And then how you respond to that will be ultimately the deal breaker. Because I think there are healthy relationships,
That's
like
what I
male,
say.
female. But just depending on how it is for you who is my partner, nah. I need to see it for myself. Like I need to have no doubt within me. Like the moment, there's a part too. But the moment that intuition is telling me,
Run, girl.
granted, I'll question it. Like, I'll question my intuition. I'll want to be in the same environment. I'll want to see how you guys hang out. I'll want to know that, you see, the way I was just telling you, like, I protect my friends and I protect my partner. The same way, like, I'll expect that from you. So if that's not there, it won't work.
Okay.
Yeah. Then the second part, would you be comfortable with your significant other having a best friend of the opposite sex?
Would I? What?
Would you be comfortable with your significant other having a best friend of the opposite sex? So would you be okay dating someone who has a best friend, a female best friend?
I feel like that's, as you said, it would depend on how they're interacting with each other. But I know, like, when we say best friends or close friends, these are people who you are emotionally comfortable and vulnerable with. And even romantic relationships require emotional vulnerability. So knowing that there is someone who is also offering that same safe space, there is that thing behind in my mind that says, that doesn't fully feel comfortable 100%. But I would say, as you said, if the boundaries are observed, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Because even today, anything can be done with anyone.
Valid.
Because if they can have a male best friend and they are gay, so. And you?
Yeah. It depends on the situation.
Do you think we ever grieve friendships the same way we do romantic relationships?
Yeah, probably even more.
Really?
I feel like I grieved my friendship breakup more than I did my relationship. Yeah, because I don't know, maybe this is like an unconventional way of thinking, but I feel like friends are forever and romantic relationships are not.
Interesting.
Yeah,
How?
it's the opposite of what most people think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I will grieve friendships more because I'm like, I saw myself 60 years old and we're still together, we're still friends. You know, we've shared our lives together. You know, you got this job, you moved to this country, and we're still friends. Like, that's how I see my friendships.
So why do you think your romantic relationships are not forever?
Have you seen the men in Nairobi? I don't know. Like, I've just never felt like it's permanent. I feel like romantic relationships are fleeting, but maybe it's something I'll grow into. I don't know.
Yeah. But also, I feel like if we're being honest, we don't grieve friendships like romantic relationships. I feel like people grieve more romantic relationships because girlfriends can go back to the same person like 5 times, and they can break up with their friend for just one thing or two things, and they don't talk to them again. And I've seen it like more in people where like, oh, I'm still talking back, I'm getting closure, and then they're back. And then the friend they told you that hurt them, they haven't forgiven them yet. So I feel like when it comes to grieving, the intentionality is not the same. But I am the same as you. I grieve friendships more. Yeah.
Oh, up next. Should we make friends based on the level of emotional intelligence?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, big time. Because as I was saying, I don't want someone who's nonchalant. Like I am telling you what my deep emotions are that I'm feeling, and you're acting like these emotions don't matter, and you cannot.
Or you're being so sensitive.
Yeah, like, why are you being sensitive? Why are you crying about this? This should be over.
You're still on that? You're still upset with?
Yeah, move on.
Yeah.
Move on from this. Like, I don't want that. I want someone who understands and can be able to communicate and read emotions.
Yeah,
Same.
I agree.
What's something underrated about having strong women in your life, and what makes a ride or die friend for you?
Underrated? I don't think it's underrated. Like, we really value community.
Same.
Like, we value female friendships. So I don't think anything about it is
It's underrated.
And then the second part was?
What makes a ride or die friend for you?
After my first intense friendship breakup, I realized it's not ride or die.
I want to know, what was the cause of the breakup?
Good question. I also don't know the answer to that. Because I was ghosted.
Oh, you never got closure.
Can you imagine being ghosted by your best friends?
That's a literal heartbreak.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It took longer to recover than... Yeah, because I thought everything was okay. And then, like, conversations just became very one-sided, one-worded answers. And I was just like, okay, maybe she's going through something. Let me give her space. Because, again, she wasn't telling me anything. So I'm like, okay, she's going through something. Let me give her space. And so after, like, 3 months of space, enough space. So I reach out again. She's not the one reaching out. I reach out again. And I'm like, and we forgot our tissues. And I'm like...
Yeah. Now you're crying.
I won't cry. And I'm like, Kwani, what happened? And she gave what I think is a bullshit excuse, because she was like, you're always talking about your problems and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. I think we had measures for that. Like, we used to have like a safe word, because at that point I was very I was going through it, bitch. So I was like, I know this can be a lot on someone. So I told her, if you're feeling that way, you just tell me and I'll stop, So I don't know if she felt like she couldn't do that because we had measures for that. So I don't know if that was the case. And then she just decided, deuces, But anyway, after that conversation, we were like, okay, fine, then we should hang out. Or at least that's what I said. We should hang out. And I was like, and then now after we ended that conversation, I decided I won't be the one to reach out. Because I have been reaching out, it's been a bit feeling like it's one-sided. And then I reach out to tell me I'm the problem. And yeah, I just decided, let's see if you're intentional about it. And she wasn't. So, yeah.
Sorry. I understand the pain.
Yeah,
I understand
that
it
was
because
really painful.
I feel like the most painful thing is someone living without closure and not
I think it gets to a point,
why.
it's just like, you just have to move on.
You just have to choose to, because you don't have any other option anyway.
Yeah.
So like that's the only option.
And the other person
that
doesn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it still? It still hurts you because you can see the expression of the emotions, and I don't know what to tell you because
I don't think there is anything to say.
Yeah.
It's just like it happened.
It happened, and it was painful, and you're still grieving it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I just hope someday you can heal and move on and make good new friends.
Yeah, I have good friends now.
Yeah, and as our last question. I think you have the last question.
Okay. It's 2 parts. Let me look for What do you do for your friends for them to feel loved?
I used to love my friends in my love language. But then I understood being intentional and understanding how they want to be loved. So I have understood that I love calls, but one of my friends doesn't love calls, wants text, and knowing that the way to communicate to her in her most comfortable way or in their most comfortable way is the best way that I can love them, and also understanding them and maybe being there for them. I feel like that's the best way that I can love someone.
I feel like that's an interesting statement you've made. So does it mean that they don't love you because they don't show up for you in terms of calls?
They love me in that way.
Because
they have
also
realized,
do the same. Okay.
So like, for
now
example,
you have a middle ground.
We have a middle ground because they know if I'm the one reaching to them, I'll text. But if they're reaching out to me, they'll call because they know if I don't hear your emotions, if you don't hear like how my voice is sounding, how do you know I'm fine? I might say I'm fine on the text, but I'm crying. So if you call me and hear that I'm crying, then you'll know how I'm doing.
So does that mean you're used to hiding your emotions?
Me? Yeah, I can hide. I can hide my emotions.
Okay. How do I show up? I feel like it's tailored. Yeah.
Same.
So like I know what this person likes, so I'll show up for them in that way. And I know what this other person likes, so I'll show up. Like, it's different. But I can't even tell you. I can't even think of any. I just hope they feel loved. If you don't, just tell me.
just tell her she's not doing enough. Tell her you're not feeling loved.
Tell me to pull off my socks, and this is what I need to do to improve.
What do they do for you that makes you feel loved?
I feel like just being there for me.
Okay.
Because I feel like the most important thing I get from friendship is just community. So it doesn't have to be physical. Like I've told you, I have long distance friends. So just time, effort, resources not so much. I feel like we're not at the level where resources will matter.
True.
We're all broke. So,
I'm not broke.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
I don't want to identify as broke.
Oh, okay. So same. But like we're not established in our money making things, like in our careers, in our businesses.
The careers are just starting up. The businesses are just starting up.
And also, I don't expect you to be giving me money. I'm still dependent on my parents. So,
yes, because you're in school.
I feel like now maybe once you get to a level where I'm looking for investors and I know you're loaded, then maybe there is some sort of expectation that will be communicated.
True.
So, yeah, I feel like, just showing up in the ways that
are required, that are needed. That meet you at your point of need.
Yes.
That brings us to the end of our podcast, Lynn. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation and
You're
for
welcome.
choosing to come
Yeah.
again. I appreciate that so much, and I hope we're not giving advice about making friendships. We're just giving our perspectives on friendships and what our everyday friendships and approaches look like, and where we think we as a community in 2025 need to do, especially in regards to the mental health crisis that is going on, loneliness and isolation, where people need support, where people need community and social support to be able to live in this world happily. It's where friendships and family come in. It's very important in our society, very important in our everyday life to carry on in this life. So thank you so much for sharing on this topic. I appreciate you. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please do to In the Quiet podcast, where silent cups are made filled. Where silent cups are filled, and you can reach out to different platforms on our Apple Podcast. Click that plus button. On our Spotify, please follow. And on our TikTok, go and follow and leave your comment. Let us know what you think about friendships. And I hope your silent cups are filled with healthy friendships, grace, and strength to move into your new relationships or old relationships. Ciao. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.